It was a normal Tuesday. I had taken the day off work to bring my son in for a doctor visit. I went to the same doctor's office that I had always brought him to. Just as routine, I sat down and waited for him to be called back. There was a selection of books, most of them for kids, sitting on the little desk next to our seats. I reached over and looked through them, deciding to read him a story while he waited. Most were your average kids' books. Then I found a new one I had never seen before. The cover was gone, ripped off by some other careless kid probably months ago. The condition of the book was poor at best. Since I didn't recognize the story, I decided to read it to my son, something new. The cover was gone, as I said, but the first page of the book displayed the title, as well as a cover illustration. The book was called The Funny Foul-Up of the Frantic Falcone. It showed a man, probably in his early 40s, standing in the front of a classroom for kids, probably 5th or 6th graders. The kids in the picture were all shouting and laughing, while Falcone, obviously the teacher, was waving his arms around and trying to quiet them down. The style and quality of the artwork suggested that this would be a run-of-the-mill kids book, like the one I grew up on. Oddly, I couldn't remember ever reading or hearing about this one, so I turned to the first page and began to read. You'll understand soon why I didn't read much past the first page to my son, but I did read the entire book to myself. It opened with an illustration of Mr. Falcone walking up to the school. This is Mr. Falcone, a teacher. He teaches 6th graders. He's been a teacher for a very long time, almost 15 years, and he used to really love teaching kids. Now I found that weird from the start. Why would the book say that he used to love teaching? Doesn't he still? I read on. Nowadays, Mr. Falcone has to teach, even though he doesn't want to anymore. He has had a lot of debt and no family or friends to ever help him. If he doesn't work, the bank will take away his house. Mr. Falcone is sad. Honestly, I thought that this was funny. I figured maybe this was a book to teach kids about the evils